Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yehovah Yehoshua. This is Sounds from YYBY. So, in this music world, right, with all the new technology, softwares, DAWs, whatever you want to call it, we have a tendency of we are spoiled. We are spoiled people to a point where nothing don't excite us no more when it comes to music to a certain extent. It's like you have to give them so much for so little cost to satisfy people now. And when it was upon a time where, like 20 years ago in music, the times when I was going to the studio booking sessions, when it was analog, or even before that, just the process alone of recording music in the studio was a whole different process the way it is now. And what I mean is that a lot of the times artists have to actually sing and rap all the way through one take without messing up. If they mess up, they have to do it over again. Compared to now, where you can tag in, do the verse, stop, do the hook, stop, do the ad-lib, stop, do the bridge, so on and so forth, right? So not only time it got faster, but it actually made people more lazy. For example, like when it come to music, then we didn't have access to music as quick as we have access to music now. Then we have to wait till the tape store open, get in line, go buy the tape, and we couldn't wait to read the credits or who produced it, who engineered it, who wrote the music, right? We was all into that. The album cover, we enjoy all that. It was a moment, and by you spending money on this record, you really put your thought and mind and time and process into the record so you can really know what you're listening to, right? Now we have a faster access to music on the internet, which is pros and cons to it. But it's like they spoil you. They get music, whatever. They get that, whatever. It's like music comes so quick where it's like people don't really put their time into the craft. And that goes back to what I'm saying, what I'm about to talk about, far as the instruments and the VSTs or the effects and the plugins that we have. Like, for example, when it comes to mixing and mastering, we get so caught up in the new things so much that can just blow your mind that we forget the basics. We forget the basics. We forget the simple things. That's all it takes to get a nice record done. And as you see on this screen right here, this is the Mclass. Everybody know about the Mclass. It's been in Reason for years. It's been in Reasons for a long time, since the beginning, since the first Reason came out, right? And through the time, I see a lot of people in videos say, well, Reasons on a master class, they need to update and better the graph, or they need to add this or add something else to the compressor or the stereo imager or the maximizer, and they need to make the meter on here more efficient or respond better or something. Why the M class don't have enough EQs? Why it's not 10 bands? Stuff. It's many things, and I get it 100%, because again, we are spoiled people. We always want something but want to pay less. And my point is this: we got to think about what we're talking about here. We're not talking about other effects. We're not talking about other instruments. We're talking about the purpose of mastering, right? And once a person understands the purpose of mastering, and they get in their mind that Mastering is not made to fix nothing, but it's actually made to make something sound better. And I give an analogy to people all the time. Mixing is like washing a car, right? Mastering is when you put the wax on the car. So, and every top engineer would tell you this. And y'all believe those guys because they in the game, right? So, but it don't take a top engineer to tell you common sense. And the point of mastering is simple things. It's not made to do a lot. It's not made to do a whole bunch. It's small little tiny tweaks that you do for the record because you don't want to take life from the record. That means the record already sound good from the beginning. Okay? Like really think about this. The record already, when you mixing, mastering is not made to fix the problem in mixing. You're supposed to get that correct in the mixing. So before you master, they got to make sure that mix is right. If that mix is not right, send that crap back, tell them to get it right, and then bring it back so we can master all night. Okay, so what I'm saying is that this is the reason why Reason's mastering suite is simple. It's simple but powerful. It's not made to do all that because the purpose of mastering is to do simple things. Simple, small things. And also what makes this even dope is that you still can add whatever effect you want to add to it on top of it. You know, like for example, like I have a multi-band that I got from RE. I still can drop down and, you know, add the multi-band right here, you know, add it with the family, so on and so forth, you know, and then you still can add whatever you want to add to it if you really need that, whatever you need to, you know, to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. But the graph, it's like the stereo imager for the mono and the width sounds, you know, and the compressor design, the compressor actually sound pretty good. These really work. And it's simple. Again, it's not made to do all these crazy things. Because if once you understand mastering, you'll realize that it's made to be simple. That's it. But again, we ask for this, we ask for that, we want this, we want that, which is fine because we'll spoil you. But what you sometimes, like a little baby, you give a baby enough food so it don't fill the baby belly up to where it's not comfortable. And sometimes we don't need a lot, we need less. And sometimes when we deal with less, we think better. When you get this, you get that, you get this, you get that, you get this. You so spoiled now, as if like, oh, give me more, give me more. This be the mind frame of society today with everything. We complain about, I've been guilty. I've been one of those guys who do the same thing. Again, we just talk about mastering. We're not talking about, you know, anything else, the mixing process, or when you're making beats or you need features inside the DAW or Reasons or any other DAW. I'm talking about specifically mastering this Mclass. And they have it wrong. This is why it's simple. But I would say if they did update this, I think a dope thing they should do with this, since they deal with high res now, like literally make this look gold. Like gold blocks, like give it like a certain shiny gold look. That'd be crazy. Like that'd be so inspirational. Because to me personally, the quality of it sound good already. It sound warm. Reasons give you that warm analog type vibe feel always. And really, that's what most people look for a lot of the times anyway, because that's why they go get they deal with other DAWs like Studio Ones and Pro Tools, Logic, and they go buy you know, certain plugins that's designed to serve the same concept as analog. as the old, like the Poltex EQs. You know, like a lot of the plugins that you get from Wave. You know, Wave is a huge plugin company, and they have a lot of plugins that's made especially from analog. You get what I'm saying? Analog equipment. So all I'm saying to all the people out there, right? We have to focus on the purpose of mastering. You know, and if you need something else to add to it, then put it on there. But this thing right here is already powerful because end of the day, guess what? Mastering is made to be simple, not too much thought. It's made to not to do a lot, but make the right decisions when you're doing it. This is why YB.